We are blessed. We are truly blessed. For we have been privileged to know the teachings of Jesus. Luke chapter 10 verse 23 to 24 explain. Jesus tells his disciples that they are blessed because they are witnessing and hearing firsthand the fulfillment of God's promises, a privilege that many Old Testament prophets and kings had longed for but never experienced. This blessings comes from seeing the kingdom of God present in Jesus, understanding the truth of the Father and the Father and the Son, and recognizing that Satan's power already defeated. He's already defeated because of this powerful verse. The key takeaways from Luke chapter 10 verse 23 to 24. Privilege of disciples. Jesus privately tells the disciples how fortunate they are to see and hear the things that had been long awaited by many. Fulfillment of prophecy. Many prophets and the kings in the past long to see the miracles and hear the teachings of Jesus, but did not have the chance to they didn't have any chance to spiritual understanding. Spiritual understanding means that seeing and hearing refer to more than just physical perception. It means spiritual understanding and acceptance of God's plan. And for this verse, I realized that really the kingdom of God. The disciples were witnessing the presence of God's kingdom in Jesus, and by seeing the Son, they were seeing the Father as well. Divine revelation. This understanding is not achieved by the disciples' own merit, but is a revelation from God the Father, showing them the truth that religious leaders often miss. They are often missed. That's the reality. We are blessed again and again because the people had waited for a Messiah for millennia, not just years, and now their prayers were answered. Jesus is telling his disciples how blessed they are. But I don't think that they understood quite what he was saying. Kings from the time of kings from the time of Saul and prophets and every age were waiting and hoping that the Messiah would come in their time, but they died. It's sad to know, but they died without his coming. We too are blessed. Guys, we are really blessed, for we have been privileged to know that the teachings of Jesus. We are blessed from that kind of, we are so blessed. We may not have been present when he walked the earth, but in many ways we are more aware of his works and his words than many of the people of his time. That's the important thing. We forget how limited travel was during this time. most people didn't travel much beyond their what we call this, beyond their communities. People did come to know about Jesus. People did come to know about Jesus, often from those merchants who did travel the countryside, selling their wares. But that didn't mean that they actually lead. No, that didn't mean that they actually had the opportunity to see Jesus. Even those who did see and hear Jesus in person didn't have the full story. That's the reality. If you live in Galilee, you know that you know what happened there. If you live in Capernaum, you know what happened there. And if you live in Jerusalem, you know what. If you live there in Jerusalem, you know what happened there too. But there's the thing. There were few who traveled with Jesus for his entire journey. You know, who knows this? This verse is really teaching me a lot. See, I discovered this kind of verse. You know, guys, if you really read the Bible, read the God words, you will learn. Don't be stuck in your situation, because we have the gospel accounts. We have a much better understanding of where he went and what he did. We also have the writings of Paul that give us even more information on how the early church interpreted the teaching of Jesus. This gives us insight that the people of this time didn't have. We truly are blessed. Really, really, guys, we are truly blessed. Even more so than the disciples, because of these insights. This insight, guys, it helps. Who believe me that we are so blessed? Give me a comment. Thank you guys for watching. See you in next video. Let's focus on God. Don't stuck in your situation now. Read the Bible.